Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely shooketh because today on the live stream, I hopped in and played one game of Warzone to see if the servers were working properly. And immediately, I found an Easter egg that no one else has seen. It's never been on the internet before, and it was this. I wanted to go, but...
Positive ID on the bounty targets. Hunt them down.
This is new.
Already halfway complete. Keep hunting.
What the shit is going on? Now this is what I believe the beginning of a super Easter egg is for Call of Duty Warzone. Some of this hasn't been discovered yet everything else on it I know how to solve. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you, starting with live in-game right now. What you need to do this Easter egg is you first need to drop in to a prison. Sorry, not a prison, a police station. Any police station will do. So for example, I'm dropping in on one right below me here. There's one in Promenade. There's one by Airport. They're everywhere. But you're gonna drop in here and you are going to land at one of these areas. Because in these areas, a brand new type of terminal has spawned in. So you're gonna go down to the main floor here, and these are located in the same spot in every single building. It is this right here. You may recognize this logo from Bunker Zero. This is gonna come into play in a second here. Now, when you interact with this, it is going to give you a list of every single Easter egg in the game. There is 30 right now, and you'll see that I have completed 28 out of 30. I've actually completed 29 out of 30, but they're not displaying properly, and I'll get into that in a second. So number one, it starts out with notes. I'm gonna go through each of these and explain where every single one of these is. So number one, the destruction of Verdansk note is found right by Stadium where the explosion went off. I believe the secrets of the specific note is the one that is found inside prison, talking about the ping pong paddle. The rose was here is found in sector F2. You go all the way up the stairs of the big building there, and you will find rose was here spray painted on the wall. You go in there and you pick up that note. The red door is located in Quarry. You can find the red door there. You go and there is a note right beside it. The hunt for Adler, I believe, is the note that is inside hospital, the one that refers to Stitch. There is a phone sitting beside it. It is at hospital. The loadout drop is in Boneyard. The Vodianoi shipwreck is found right behind prison. There's a ship there where you can pick up a note. The 5th anniversary exhibition is found within train station. And then we get into the Easter eggs. So the vintage wine can be found up towards the north, closer towards Dam. You go into a small building and then you interact with the vintage wine. It will then spit out a thing. It'll complete it. The stored secret is the Storage Town Easter egg. However, it is not tracking properly for me. But there'll be a video linked down in the description with all of these Easter eggs. It'll be labeled Easter eggs, and there'll be another one that is bunkers and how to unlock all bunkers. What I will say though is I have seen people who have had this one completed on the terminal. So I don't know if it's just not tracking properly for me or if I'm not doing something correctly in that room. But if you've had any problems with this or figured it out, feel free to let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I'm like 99% sure it's the Storage Town Easter egg. Then there's the Graveyard Easter egg. This one you need to find a shovel for, bring the shovel to Graveyard and then dig it up. The Bank Vault is opening the Bank Vault downtown. The Sea Treasure one, there is a coin that you can find on the shore. You bring the coin to the gas station in Promenade, put a coin in and you've completed it. The Floating Doors is the Floating Doors Easter egg, which can be found near prison. The Airport subway station is actually something downtown where you go to the main downtown building, the City Hall building, and complete an Easter egg there. Again, those videos will be linked down in the description. And then after this, every other thing is either a code, a key card, or a blue or red key card. So for example, prison shed, TV station shed, and farmland secret room are all codes. All of the bunkers are either codes or Easter eggs, and then there is the X, which we will get to in a second. But if you want to know how to unlock all of the bunkers can be seen on what I am showing you here. This is a map of all of the bunkers and how each one is unlocked. So just follow that. You can get access to all the bunkers, except for one where it says X, and X is actually Bunker Zero. So now let me explain to you the secret behind Bunker Zero, aka we can now call it X. Now, originally in the old Verdansk, before it was taken away, Bunker 0 was a red keycard bunker, so you could access it with a red keycard. However, now it is not. Now it's a coded bunker, so you need some sort of passcode to get inside it. So we obviously need a clue as to what this passcode could be. And like any of the other bunkers that require passcodes, which by the way, if you don't know how to get into any of those, there'll be a video linked down in the description as to how to open all of the other bunkers. But all of the bunkers that require codes have something near them that gives you a clue. And there are 2 clues on Bunker 0. Clue number 1 is the green eye with a lock symbol. Now, if you played Warzone before, or specifically Rebirth Island, you might know this one because it was a part of the Easter egg on that map. So if you went to the kind of underground safe room on that map, there was a terminal that you could interact with. It had this logo on it. And upon getting inside, you could see a bunch of computer screens set up, which were clearly set up for a hacker. This is where this logo comes from, and it's in relation, believe it or not, to actually Vladimir Makarov, as well as a little Easter egg with the map Vondel as well. Now, I've tried to get codes from this Easter egg to use on the bunker, and nothing has really turned out, but the plot thickened with the introduction of Season 4. Because you see, that logo never really showed up in a Black Ops game, just in Warzone and on Rebirth Island, specifically, again, relating to the Modern Warfare story. However, with Season 4, of all things, a bundle was added in. So this is on the Detonated website where we're kind of able to see what the bundle is actually going to be early. And as you can see, the skin in this Tracer pack is for called Data Cipher, and it is for Bailey. But there's a couple things in here which are super interesting. First of all, this surveillance footage that shows Bailey sitting in the exact chair that seems to be that same room on Rebirth Island. And then another emblem, which is the exact same logo that is on Bunker 00. This is the only other time within Black Ops 6 where we can see this logo. So if we go back to when this Easter egg was added in Rebirth Island, you can once again see this room, but if we read the details of it, at the very bottom, it says codenamed EXE or X, suggests contact be made immediately. So now we have the logo and we have X, both of which can be found on Bunker 00. Yet we still don't know how it's open, and somehow a bundle of all things, and I would never think that they would put an Easter egg in a bundle, so that's kind of weird, is the only thing connecting this bunker to Makarov, to Bunker 0, to opening it to a code somehow. And that was all we knew until today, because with the introduction of this terminal at all of the police stations, there's a couple things we can learn. First of all, when you go to this terminal, you can see that that eye logo, the kind of lock with the eye logo, is on the terminal, which is obviously referring to some sort of hacker, potentially by the name of X on the map. Then when you interact with it, it gives you a list of every Easter egg. Now, the one thing that I will say is there is one Easter egg on here that is missing. It is the Overlook Easter egg that was implemented with Season 4. And then the one that hasn't been solved by everyone is X, which is Bunker 0. This could very well have to do with the reveal of Black Ops 7 and the launch of that game. But we don't know as of yet. And this also might hint that the next game might have nothing to do with Black Ops 7, because basically this Easter egg, the hacker Easter egg, actually has more relation to Vladimir Makarov than it does anything within the Black Ops universe. So the one other bunker that is a little difficult to open is Bunker number 11. If you go down in the description and check out the bunker Easter egg video, I have a very in-depth description how to open that one in that video. But once these are all complete, once we figure out Bunker 0, I will do a video where we complete all of the Easter eggs and I can show you all of them. So it will be all in one place, but for now, it is all a mystery. We don't know what is going to happen when we get 30 out of 30 on this terminal screen. We don't know what it's going to lead to. Will we get a reward? Will we get a blueprint? At this point, we don't know. And what it all comes down to is Bunker 00, or specifically, I guess, Bunker X, as we should call it from now on. So be sure you're subscribed and have notifications on, because as soon as we figure out this bunker, we're going to be breaking down everything else and seeing where this leads. So you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed, turn notifications on. As always, until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making